You need me to step in. Don't forget to bill them for an appearance fee.
Let me take over. Let's finish this! It'll only be a moment.
Arriving at this very moment.
Leave this to me!
Nice work. That place is...
Greetings. Welcome to your path ahead.
That place is... phone will not cover any repairs. That place. That place is.
can take over the wheel if you're tired.
I just had a drink. Faster, come on. Just so you know, Avon will not cover any repairs.
Just trust me.
It's my duty.
The tide of the world, drawn to his place. That could be good for a while.
The moon has set!
Let me take over.
It's done. It's my duty.
What should we do today?
That place is...
Take over the wheel if you're tired. I just had a drink. take over the wheel if you're tired. Did I just have a drink? Let me take a closer.
Just warming up.
It'll only be a moment. Let me take a...
Campus is mine! It's finally over.
Great opportunity.
This auction item is worth the price.
Ooh, I'll consider
Still
this
within
a
budget.
new toy for my Meow Meow.
Add some stakes.
Should I ask the shop owner for an advance?
Meow Meow might be
Need
interested
this
in this
auction
new
item.
thing.
This amount should be
I
enough.
need to take on more commissions.
Ugh, it's all small time stuff.
Forget
I'm not
it.
interested
Meow Meow doesn't
anymore.
like this.
This item is yours.
Meow Meow might be interested in this
Still
new
within
thing.
budget.
Got it.
This auction item is worth the price.
Pass. My treat.
Should I ask the shop owner for an advance?
This will go nicely with Meow Meow's new
Refill?
look.
I need to take on more commissions.
I need to work harder
I
for
need
my
this
Meow
auction
Meow.
item.
How about some company? Alas, Meow Meow
Should
is
I
just a
ask
puppy.
the shop owner for an advance?
This item is yours.
Keep the call of your innermost desires. Advance without fear. Navigate as your heart dictates. Robust power. Perfect execution. Foresee the storm and overcome it. Calm. Seriously.
What should we do today?
Beats caffeine on a lazy afternoon. Want some? Sometimes stopping to take a break can help you go further.
Numbers don't matter. Behind you. This ends here. An opening. Farewell. Target.
Need something? My services are expensive.
Gives me a minute. Obstacle removed. Anything else? Got you. Behind you. Obstacle removed.
New area, top-tier VR experience. Feel the fun of being a hollow investigator.
Serve the heavens with my divinations! Bad omen. Don't thank me.
All martial arts are mine to command!
The game is fixed!
Best of luck. An explosive start.
Don't think! Fear!
You've stepped out of line!
Baneful clouds scatter.
I decide the rules of the game!
Your moment. All eyes are on you!
Observe the heavens with my divinations.
The game is fixed!
Bad omen. Don't thank me.
All martial arts are mine to command!
You've stepped out of line!
Best of luck. An explosive start.
Don't think! Fear!
Nice. Nice.
Please.
All's revealed in divine light. Good fortune itself is also a kind of destiny. Good fortune itself is also a kind of destiny.
Yet their weight still clings to our hands. In the storms are tides of blood and sand. Your soul stitches our land. So I'm standing here with the brave below. I'm not to mourn, but to sing your song. May I be a blazing torch, you light to guide you back to God, your eternal fire.
shall bear witness.
I feel much better.
Bow before me.
Thank you.
Wayne. I shall bear witness. On you go. Is that all? I am the moon.
Thank you.
On you go.
Thank you.
Definitely not. I know. Keep up.
Cowardly, blighted bastards.
Always hiding in the dark tide. Then I'll send you right back into it.
You and all of us. Done well.
I will not let you fall. This is pure torture. How can I let it end like this again?
Nightingale singing their familiar tune, praising moon and the night. Suddenly stops, even withhold its breath. The sword of scar and the heart of the moon. How strange, how bizarre, echoes of chaos sound different this time.
Again, as always. But why would I just stand by and watch you, accept you, complete you? No. Even if the end is here, unavoidable, I still have the right to refuse.
Them all
The Lunaran vow has grown strong. From now on, I need no one's guidance. Because wherever I choose to aim is my true destiny. Look closely. Before you is the moon the dark tide can devour. This is the moon I command. I made myself the arrow, and you will answer to me. No escape, no retreat, no way out. That's all. Ha! Wave. Entertain me? Answer my call. On you go.
I told you. I'd rewrite the ending you changed.
The scars sometimes
Yes. We've come out of the chaos between life and death. There aren't any guiding traces. No visions of fate's hand. Compared to before, now what we see is... yes. Stretching as far as the eye can see, an infinite void. So this is what our changed ending, no longer an indeterminate chaos or a singular answer given by someone, but an infinite sea of possibility awaiting. It seems there's nothing, but in truth, there's everything. Now, it's time to leave this place.
Wait. Why is it only me? Where's Yuno? The way into chaos is closed. Lilibet's not here either. Did the ink ring? But Yuno and I made it to the very end. Does this mean...
And you, unwritten one? Were I to indulge in a bit of selfishness, you'd forgive me, wouldn't you? If one day this bracelet becomes meaningless to anyone else, I hope you will remain the exception, unwritten one. Even I fear being forgotten. A death that shouldn't have happened, traded for an unforetold victory. A fair deal. But perhaps in that distant future, forgetting might prove far easier than remembering. Never mind. In any case, you are not to return it. I won't let go. I don't want to let go. But be careful. Don't get lost in the chaos. And I shall put my best foot forward as well. We shall meet at the very end.
I don't see Lilibet anywhere. I'll ask those priestesses over there.
Don't you think it's odd?
Grandmother Lilibet also said...
Don't you think it's odd? Even if we can't see the next part of September...
Grandmother Lilibet also said that for the first time, some of her records in Septimon's augury... Yes, it's like there's a whole new part to the story.
This is our first time meeting you in person. She returned not long ago, but she was here just now. Oh, I don't know why, but apparently, that Ovidius locked up below. Oh, I think Lilibet must...
No, that's not it. I think she was called... Ah, yes. I saw a girl with 2 blue, or was it...
Ah, that makes sense. It must have started by now, then. Before the oration ends, Lilibet would definitely need to be there.
Do you know who you know is?
You know? I don't think I've heard that name before. Do you mean that's the girl we're talking about? Apologies, I didn't have...
We've only just become priestesses. There is much we still don't know about this land. Maybe if it's important, perhaps you might try looking for... It's odd.
Grandmother Lilibet also...
Pick up the pace.
Who's that girl with Lilibet?
Get right up, folks. Get right up, folks. Best refreshments you can get at the ceremony.
Oh, it's the unwritten one. Since you've kept your distance from the dark tide, how are things? The bow, the girl, those daydreams of yours get any better? Let me think. Plenty of fresh faces here. The dark blue, she walked like a cat. As nimble as they come. Seems she was looking for someone too.
Drinks, fine food, orations, rose bearers milling about. Yes, everything is just perfect. I was just saying how the celebration is nearing it, or would you like me to recommend another? Ah, the name has a lovely ring to it, but I'm afraid I don't. In a celebration this grand, it's easy to get separated. I'll keep an eye out for her for...
Come on over, toast! Let's drink till we drop!
We should just live in the moment and enjoy what we have now.
That's more like it.
come, triumphant rain of petals, huh? Make it even grander.
Didn't you tell me we would meet at the very end? Then why can't I find you?
I could hear your voice from a distance. You know! Wasn't that it? Seems like you're in an awful hurry to find someone. I thought you'd like this, us slipping back into our old familiar rhythm. Now you know I'm still me, and yes, I really am back. It's just like you saw at the end of the chaos. 3 years ago, at the end of the spring basin swallowed by the dark tide. I, as a priestess, made my choice. I was so done with just being dragged along by the moon's whims. So I defied fate, severed the path, and became the arrow that struck at destiny itself. After that, I lost the ability to see clear visions of the future. But in return, I gained the power to anchor the Dark Tide's creations. With that, the last prophecy I saw changed slightly. In a squad doomed to fall, one survived. Aurelius. If I can do it once, then I can do it a second time, then a third. Perhaps one day I can overturn more destined futures. Since fate didn't prepare a hero of heroes, we decided to eliminate the need for one by taking on the disaster at its source, the Sovereign and the Paradise. This is the plan Augusta and I made, though I did hide the teeny tiny cost. Anyway, all the Septimontians who were supposed to die are still alive. The end I once foresaw has changed. The meaning of this has already transcended my own existence. So then, even if every trace of my existence was erased, who can say that the altered fate I left behind isn't proof of my existence? More importantly, I had the privilege of standing by your side to witness what lies beyond the end. The void. An unwritten void. Perhaps it signifies the unimaginable possibilities yet to come. Just like you, bringing unknown possibilities to Septimont. And to me. Why? Sacrificing myself? Or just trying something I'm not sure about? Come now, you know me. I follow my whims. And the more I trust someone, the harder it is to keep my impulses in check. I'm not one to make promises I can't keep. But I'll promise you this. If there is a next time, you'll be the first to know. And when I do, you'll get the full story, no holding back.
Speak for me.
I've run into a few friends since being back. Not one of them recognized me. Guess the memory of the you-know they once knew is just the price we had to pay. But at least, you still remember me. You pulled me from the chaos and brought me back to existence. That's enough. Oh, I'm certain Augusta and I, along with the rest of them, will be thick as thieves again, this time creating new futures. You really shouldn't underestimate my charm. Oh, yes, and this bracelet. This is the second time I've given this to you. Never mind the first time, but I wouldn't refuse a second time if I were you. Being the second time means there's been a change. Now it's a testament to our secret little interaction. I've anchored the world, and you've anchored me.
Slow down our pace. Let this fleeting moment stretch to an endless always. I'll reach for your hands again and again. Spin me back to your gravity.
As for any matter pertaining to me, what you saw in the chaos and what transpired, do not breathe a word of it to another soul. Understand?
Even if I am erased by time, I'll follow echoes of memories.
Bashful? Hardly. If you blurt it out, it would cause quite a stir. All that explaining would be too much hassle. Besides, to them, I am quite the anomaly. If the truth came out, the first reaction would be shock. Well, then again, this is a perfect opportunity to start anew. In Septimont, it would be a crime to miss the height of the celebration. After fighting side by side, we share honey and wine under a rain of petals, drinking to our heart's content. Surely you've heard of this little tradition of ours, haven't you, unwritten one? Come on, let's go, together, to be drenched in those rose petals that smell of glory and triumph.
If you doubt it's a dream, let my pulse speak for me.
Need something? What a drag. Try not to splatter.
action.
System sync. Trying to run. Power race at the finish line. Nowhere to go. Outdated model. You like that? Bastard. Here, enjoy. Share with your friends. Optics override. Haven't caught on yet.
Lifeline, block. Stress points and flicker into form. Break apart! To pieces! A pivotal moment. Click. Down to the micron. Structural collapse. Cutting through the numbers.
Time to crack some ice. Nowhere to go. Cool. Here, enjoy. Just getting started. Not bad. You seeing things? Almost feel bad. Just give up.
Whoa! Data White! Dead center will flicker into form. Come. Meet your end. This ends here. Break apart! Scissors at the ready.
Let's take care of important matters first.
Yeah, I know. I still can't believe Teth.
At least now we know it's called a civilization capsule. It probably holds key...
Like some ancient data recorder, right? If it's really from the Sentinel, why do we need the Threnodians' power for that?
Maybe because they fused together.
Oh, well, guess that's why we need to find Cardathea. Maybe the Black Shore has warned that the waters in Raguna are acting weird again. Gotta be extra careful. And you know, something feels off in the city, too. It's not as cheerful as when we left it. Yeah, and they just threw a huge con of...
Amid.
Look! Over there! Isn't that Brant and Regia? Wow! The troop of fools...
Hoist the sails, O humanity! The abyss and the summit have entwined. Your only path now is forward. Bold, you stand on the precipice. Now is the hour to decide your fate. To plan...
Captain, why do you burn alone in your own...
If you do not first become ashes, how will you rebuild? Embrace your fire. Embrace your grief. Go into your solitude. I love those who dare to create, who strive to
The journey onward now. I begin to understand what...
Oh, how should you stand
Life, a poor player, who struts and frets his hour upon. It is a tale told by fools.
Where am I? That was Christophora's voice just now. Is this another one of his illusions? Buling's bronze mirror isn't responding.
Amid the endless cycle of surging tides, she plunges into... Soon, she will wear a new crown. One ordained by fate. Her fate was written long ago. What you see and now, with every step you... Is it fate that rules over... I await your answer.
What is this place? Through me, walk the path of glorious ascension. Through me, enter the city of eternal bliss. These tacit discords, why aren't they attacking?
Harbinger.
You'd better leave. This place isn't leading to any salvation. Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
Rover! Rover?
We could try this. Nightmare Awakener.
Oh, you're finally awake! One second I'm fine, the next, my head's spinning. And you're face down on the ground.
I'm fine. What I saw, though.
Sounds like the same thing happening to the people here. From what I've heard, many Raganesi have been having peculiar dreams lately. The details vary, but they all end the same way. And it's not just in Dreamland either. Rover, I'm not sure if you've heard, but there have been strange rumors. Even in Septimont, folks claim they've seen tacit discords not of this land in the wilds, or the ghosts of their ancestors.
Thanks to all these oddities, the mood in Ragoon has gone sour. The troupe performed today because Brant thought a new play to lighten the mood might give the people some hope.
But here's the odd part. Only Renacidans seem to be having these dreams. Visitors are spared.
Well, not Brant or me, but someone in the troupe has.
Tacit discords in the stormy sea have been more restless lately. And the siren songs? Well, they've started sounding an awful lot like the... We'll keep gathering intel on our end. Might be worth asking around the city to see who else has been experiencing. Renacida's tides don't lie.
What were those tacit discords whispering about? The gates of paradise? And the word harbinger. The only harbinger of the dark tide is Fenrico. But he should still be sealing the dark tide at the orders for Bricatorium. That figure I saw in Cardathia's murder. I came back to find her, so I should look for her first. Is that Cantarella up ahead?
Rover, what brings you back to the inverted tower so suddenly?
Something's come up. I need Cardathea's help to deal with it. Did something unusual happen here?
I've only just arrived. For now, everything appears to be in order. I didn't come because of any disturbance. There are matters I, too, need to discuss with Cardathea.
Cantarella?
How could this happen?
That woman.
Leviathan, I will deliver you her death.
Why does this scene match what I saw in that dreamland? Her tacit mark. Look, it's flickering. Cantarella, she's...
No. She is still resonating with...
A resonator's frequency is usually gone when they die, right?
There's something even stranger. Cardathea had her sword in hand. With her strength, how could she fall to an intruder like that? And it doesn't look like she even tried to resist.
The Sword of Divinity, sealed with a portion of the Sentinel's power. Could what we're seeing be a result of that power of separation?
There's something even stranger. The inverted tower itself is a sealed sonoro. Only the Vesalias know it exists. So how did she find it? And she broke through the stained glass from the outside. Physically, not by tearing through the sonorosphere. But Cardathea has complete control over the tower. If someone had intruded, would she really not have noticed? There's something even stranger. spent casings. These traces, could they be from the dark tide?
You bet they are. I'd know that stench.
There's something even stranger. Cantarella, you never did get to say what brought you here.
Cartathea reached out to me with an urgent matter to discuss. She gave no details, only insisted with the strange phenomena stirring across
Was what I saw really just an illusion? That woman, she was using dark... Whatever the case, we need to find the...
Leave Cartathea to me. I'll bring her back to the Phasalia estate and keep her safe.
This nose? I could track the dark tide blindfolded. Let's... That's weird. The trail ends here, but... my head's starting to spin again.
It's the dark tide's energy messing with you again. You can rest. I'll search the area. Abby. Asleep already. That drowsiness should have worn off by now. Another side effect of the dark tide? Since leaving the inverted tower, Raguna's sky.
Spear of glory! Pierce through! Slipped away again. By this spear, I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the...
Avidius? What are you doing out here?
What any gladiator of Septimont is born to do. But you, Your Grace, you vanished without a word. What brings you back in such a hurry? That's a long story. Let's speak of more pressing matters. Are you after the Thundering Mephis as well?
No. I'm tracking someone else.
Silver hair and violet eyes, cloaked in cursed shadow-lit flame. So you seek the one they call Discord Slayer.
Discord Slayer? Sounds like you know something.
Yes, she's on my radar. I suspect the recent tacit discord outbreak in Raguna City is tied to her presence. Your Grace hasn't heard. It struck me. I had gone there in search of the Quill Bearer. While gathering information, the city was suddenly overrun. To be precise, they looked more like spawn of the dark tide. The outbreak has since been contained, but the Genesis Nexus was damaged. Without it, common echoes can't be used, and Raguna is no longer secure. The Montellis and the Order agreed to evacuate all civilians to Averado Vault, where private echoes can still be deployed. It's the only way to protect them.
A TD outbreak. Right after I left. But while I was there, I didn't even sense a ripple.
The Thundering Mephis has fled! The path ahead is safe.
Thank you for your help, gladiator! Alvarado Vault isn't far from here. We can handle the rest of the job.
Now, about the Discord Slayer you seek. The townsfolk shared some troubling whispers. She may call herself that, but witnesses have seen her alongside swarms of Tacet Discords, leading them like troops into battle. What's more, many have confirmed that the unrest across Raguna coincides exactly with her appearances. The time and place match perfectly. I even crossed paths with her on the road to Raguna. I sensed a malicious frequency we both know well. The Dark Tide. Of course. Even if she didn't cause the outbreak in Raguna City, the connection is undeniable. The Dark Tide is Rinasita's ancient enemy. If you're hunting her...
Do you have any leads on her whereabouts?
If I'm correct, the thundering Mephis we encountered is also a Dark Tide. We can track it, and from there draw...
An anchor stone? You brought that all the way from Septimont?
A habit picked up on the hunt. You're no stranger. It looks like I'm fortunate to be hunting alongside you. Take note. Enemies ahead. Dark Tide creations. Grant them the oblivion they deserved.
The wicked will face judgment!
What a hollow existence. Who scripted your delusions? The anchor stone is holding strong. Let's push forward. Our destination is up ahead. Is that an entrance to a paradimensional Tacet field? Raguna's geographical records haven't documented this. Do you feel that? That ominous energy? Huh. The anchor stone confirms the thundering Mephis is hiding here. Very well. I stand with you. Whatever comes, you have my sword.
What happened? Where's Avidius? We crossed inside at the same time. It's the thundering Mephis.
Open the gates.
So you're just battling without thinking.
That voice. Discord Slayer. Is this her breath? Another illusion.
Focus. You are in an illusion. It's weaponizing your combat instincts. Steady your resolve. Do not let its whispers sway you.
hallucinations are fading. Is she helping me?
Good. See that cocoon in the center? The Thundering Mephis is just there. That right there is the core of this domain. Destroy it. Then the monster and this illusion will unravel together.
It worked. But... who are you? And what did you do to Cardathea?
Now is not the time for... but I'll tell you this. I'm here to kill the Harbinger of the Dark Tide.
I can't hear her voice anymore.
Rover! Are you unharmed? You vanished.
I'm fine. So it's gone? Ophidius, did you see anything after we got separated?
The Thundering Mephis was nowhere in sight. But I couldn't see his face clearly, but I heard him call himself. Caligula was a tyrant feared throughout Septimon's history. Legends say he wielded a vile black resonance energy, and the worst calamities ever stirred by the Dark Tide all began with him.
I can't see anything. I'm only getting... focus. I should...
Okay, everybody listen. Don't... The prototype...
Those voices. Zani and Carlotta? They're in Alvarado Vault. The Dark Tide
It's currently sheltering a large number of civilians.
Let's not waste time.
Zani, status of the evacuation.
80% of Raguna's residents have been relocated. But the troop of fools hit a storm while ferrying people from the Riccioli Islands. Rough seas.
Trust them to see it through.
Miss Carlotta, we've cleared the depositories as ordered, ready to receive incoming supplies.
Good. Renacita's greatest treasure has always been the people who built it. The next Cloudpuffer Express is due at any moment. Be ready to offload.
Understood,
Rover! If you mean the incident in Raguna, you've likely already heard. A horde of tacit discords has overrun the city, and common echoes are out of control.
Evacuation here is still on track. No anomalies detected in Alvarado Vault. Yet, your assistance is appreciated, Seravidius. The residents from Egla Town have all been accounted for.
I am simply fulfilling my duty.
Strange. I clearly sense the dark...
Gunfire! We've got intruders.
These tide spawn. They've evolved fast. Mutation, and sure enough.
Entering a restricted zone armed without triggering a single alarm.
Be careful. Her abilities are not normal.
All this by her hand.
Fiction and reality are starting to blur. Don't put your faith in appearances. That is what they really are.
The Dark Tide can corrupt, and you carry its power. What proof do we have this isn't your doing?
You don't. Believe whatever you want.
By the sacred statues of the divinity, evil shall know no peace. Only the righteous may taste eternity. Wickedness shall be purged by the blade, and those who consort with calamity shall fall. Gelbrenna, demon wrought from ruin, you are not welcome here.
Fenrico? Why would he be here?
You have slaughtered my flock and ushered in ruin. The Sentinel's wrath is already upon you. I will cast you back into damnation myself before your carnage spreads any further. You should be howling in the Styx's depths, your soul aflame in the pit's cruelest fire, forever.
If you're offering me a shortcut back to hell, I'd honestly appreciate the favor.
Your heart holds no reverence for the divine. Demon, your sins are ripe for judgment. By the highest will's command, I shall strike down all that you have wrought. Justice shall be done.
She could have dodged that. But she took the hit to shield the civilian. And Fenrico. He knew innocents were here.
Righteous one, I come to cleanse Rinascita of a traitorous demon and avenge the blood debts of my people. Why raise your blade against me? Rinascita teeters on the edge of collapse. Now, more the path to deliverance lies within the civilization capsule. Entrust it to me. By the authority bestowed upon me, I will open the gates to the divine paradise.
Unless you're not Fenrico at all. Who are you? What do you want?
Bloodshed cannot be avoided. Blood must. My goal is pure, singular. All I've done so Rinascita survives the divine reckoning and rises as a land free from sorrow. No understanding is needed, only faith. When all hope seems lost, we are the beginning and the end. The absolution. Hand over the civilization capsule.
So, the civilization capsule is your goal after all. Lost your patience, have you?
Death is the fruit of transgression. To resist.
You and your divinity cannot end me! And these Dark Tide shams. Today, you face your reckoning.
I am the Enlightened One, anointed by the divinity and crowned by fate itself.
So you're the core of these abominations. Took long enough to hunt you down. Still pretending that mask isn't cracked.
mocked by fate, whispering poison, a demon reviled by all. You wield the Dark Tide's power, yet you dare judge me?
It's too bad I'm not the one judging. If the Dark Tide's power isn't enough to convince, how about we try this? The envoys declare the guilt, but Imperator is the only true judge. By the light of Imperator, repent!
It's the light of Genesis.
Looks like the judgment is clear. These hollow existences don't need your mercy. Protect the civilization capsule. That's what they're really after.
How were they able to disguise themselves as humans?
I've never heard of any possessing such abilities.
Hands are begging. Don't hesitate. Let's end them all.
Anything I can help you with?
I alone will decide whether it's for sure.
Anything I can help you with?
The one mimicking the Primus is the heart. Take it down, and the rest will collapse with it.
It's calling in more of them. We'll need to clear the rubble while waiting for our shot.
That which cometh from the sea shall walk upon the land. It shall work great wonders and mark the flesh of its faithful. All who have ears to hear, let them hear.
Is that it?
No contest. I don't have all day. Come at me. Don't stand in. Now I have a report to write. My shield can withstand more than that.
My compliments. Still recognize me?
You have received the blessing of my master. Serve your true divinity.
I shall never back down! Rover, now!
Another dimension. Within the civilization capsule. But...
Permissions detected, Arbiter. First instance initiated. All probabilistic futures now revealed. Outcome verified. Blueprint compiled. Advancing to phase. Arbiter. This moment was always foreseen. Arbiter, I grieve to say, I am but a message, set to activate in response to the present time in this place, flows near still. A moment remains for us to speak. When I merged with Leviathan, it seized a fragment of my mind. I knew not the fullness of its design. As a safeguard, I split. It records the origin and birth of the Rinnesetan civilization. Once, we drafted the first blueprint for these seaborn kin. Arbiter, heed me now. Let me unveil. In the beginning, life rose and fell with the tide. The displaced and wandering did follow my guidance. They journeyed unto the archipelago. There, I did leave knowledge and technology, that they might walk the path to freedom.
Your light blesses us. We follow your will.
To build our republic. Unity became the bedrock of civilization. But Leviathan seized upon mankind's longing for unity to manifest civilization's shadow. It spoke in my name, built false miracles, forged hollow grace, feeding on stagnant, obedient minds.
We are blessed by the sea.
By you, we are unified. By you, we are born. From the sea we came, and to the sea we shall return.
From the founding of civilization, it had invaded their spirit and beliefs. I rose against it, only to unleash the dark tide. It scarred Rinneseta beyond measure. I began to question all I had done. The Threnodian did steer Rinneseta's fate. And I too once guided Rinneseta's course. In truth, we were no different. We both sought to mold civilization after our own will. Those who truly walked the land were never granted the right to choose. Civilizations abound with Threnodians. No eternal solution doth exist. Have I the right to choose their fate? The shaping of a civilization must belong to its people. Only the people can decide where their future must lead. What followed, thou already knowest. I allowed the Threnodian to exist. I chose coexistence, using myself to shackle it. I partook of its blight, that I might comprehend it. Once I did seek thy counsel. Thou granted me the freedom to choose.
I just have one question. Why did the civilization capsule need the Thrunodian's power to open?
When Leviathan and I were one, I split a sliver of its frequency. A memory. That memory I sealed here. The capsule was ever meant for thy hands. My design was that it should open only in the presence of thou and the Resonator, bearing both my power and that of Leviathan.
What if that Resonator became the Thrunodian's puppet?
If that came to pass, then Rinasita hath already fallen, and the truth within this capsule would cease to matter. But if she standeth with humanity, then this truth is Leviathan was born from the dark side of mankind's longing for unity. Their fear of the sea shaped its likeness as a great sea creature. Even at civilization's dawn, it had already tainted mankind's hearts. A primeval shadow lurking within the opening of the capsule shall stir the Rinascitan's oldest memories. Leviathan shall seek through the blueprint. If the Rinascitans wouldst walk a path free of divinity, they must face their past and the most primeval fear. They must overcome the shadow born of civilization. Arbiter, the hour of farewell hath come. Go now. Gather every last hope. When the shadows of the soul are at last dispelled, Rinascita shall welcome a true dawn, and humanity shall have a future beyond any I could foresee.
The true faithful believed in Imperator. So too did Imperator believe in humanity.
You killed the Blessed Maiden before my eyes. Raguna's disasters are tied to your actions. Now, tell me what I need to know.
If I told you I acted to save Cartethia, would you believe me? This place is protected by Imperator. For now, Leviathan can't hear us. This is for you.
Righteous One, trust her, and trust me. Everything we've done is to defeat Leviathan.
That is her frequency.
I need you to accept this. Cartethia is dead, but she may still return. For that to happen, we need to kill Leviathan.
Kill Leviathan? Didn't she absorb it when they merged?
Now, Leviathan is on the verge of rebirth. It stole some of the Sentinel's power. During your battle with the Blessed Maiden, it split off a trace of its frequency and hid it in a gem. I'm sure you've seen it. That gem ended up in the Fraxidus' hands. Their whole play in Rinascita, use it to bring back Leviathan.
So the Fraxidus has been incubating the Thrunodian. How long has this been going on?
Perhaps longer than we can imagine. Even your clash with Cartethia may have been scripted. A setup to give Leviathan a shot at slipping the Sentinel.
You know about that? Just who are you, Discord Slayer? I can't imagine Cardathea keeping something that important from me.
Think of me as what I am. An Avenger hunting Leviathan. As for the rest... The next Harbinger of the Dark Tide has surfaced. Until we can find him or her, we keep this quiet to avoid the worst-case scenario. Our first priority is to find them. If we don't, the Dark Tide can overwhelm Raguna again at any moment.
You're saying this Harbinger is behind all the Dark Tide creations we're seeing?
Not all. The Harbinger resonates with Rinasita's darkest emotions. Those emotions act as anchors, pulling horror into form. If the emotion is strong enough and the Harbinger is near, those things evolve. They feed off the Harbinger's thoughts and memories to become more real. Some even start to look human. You've noticed it. The Tidespawn in Raguna are starting to mimic us. Which means... Exactly. I've always hunted the Dark Tide's creations. Each one shares slivers of thought and memory. I kill them, and I take what they know. They've been watching you. They want the civilization capsule. So, I followed you. Tracked your movements. Figured if I stayed close, sooner or later I'd find the Tidespawn's core. Maybe even the Harbinger. The capsule only unlocks with both the Sentinel and Trinodian's power. And it opened the moment you and that gladiator touched it. So...
You think it's Avidius. But you carry the Dark Tide's power too.
Caution is a virtue in a hunter. You're right. The Dark Tide is in me. But Leviathan stopped counting me among the living a long time ago. And this power, it's mine. Who I turn it against is my choice. You're welcome to try and stop me. But me? I'm not stopping this hunt anytime soon. When calamity strikes, I trust you'll know exactly where to point your blade. Good. Then hunt with me. Until we give Leviathan a death worth talking about. The Sentinel's frequency is gone. I guess the time for talking is over. Leviathan's power is spreading, and this space is about to collapse.
These things, they're all Tidespawn.
The civilization capsule was painted by the Dark Tide. That's how I got in. Followed the corruption straight through.
So you can enter the Dark Tide. No wonder we couldn't find you.
Yes, but the frequencies there are chaotic. I locked onto yours and followed it through the storm. You have access to core data. But Avidius, he might have been swept into the frequency vortex. Hard to say where he's landed. We need to move fast to find him. Figure out who he really is before the next wave of Tidespawn hits. The exit is at the end of this wind trail. Stay on it! Collapse is accelerating. Our way out is closing fast. Faster! We're almost there!
Good. Looks like you haven't run into too much trouble. It hasn't been long since you disappeared into the rift. Once that thing masquerading as Fenrico was slain, the other...
That was the last one. With the family's private Echo arsenal backing us up, we held the line just fine.
Surely you didn't think we'd fall apart without you? We Aragonese are made of sterner stuff than that. We handled those creatures just fine.
This Phalian Beringo. When the core was destroyed, the other Tidespawn lost their form. For now, the vault is secure. At least, until the next wave spawns. I'd set up order terminals around the perimeter, though. They'll detect humanoid mimics and prevent new Tidespawn from forming here.
Might I ask...
Where's that gladiator from Septimont?
Seravidius made it out of the rift before you. But he didn't look great. Kept muttering about needing to stop the crisis. Then off he went, like a man on fire.
Give me your hand. I left a mark on Avidius during our fight earlier. With Baelor's power, I can tap into his sight. We'll find his trail.
I must move quickly. Silence, you maddening whispers! No, there must be something. I won't let the same tragedy happen twice.
He's headed for Thessalio Fells.
We've lost contact with Cantarella. The beacon on her end appears to have been destroyed.
Dark clouds are gathering over Thessalio Fells. Something is definitely wrong.
Very well, we'll hold the line. Zani, call in the family's transport echoes. We'll assist Rover where we can.
Don't complicate things. Put those echoes towards supply runs instead. Stay close. We're taking the sky route.
Manipulating the air to form a wind trail. Is that your resonance ability?
One of them. I have the Tacit Discord Harpia within me.
Not an echo, but a Tacit Discord itself. So you can absorb them directly.
You can say that. Balor is one of many.
One of many. Now I'm really curious about you and your abilities.
If we live through this, maybe I'll tell you. But right now...
We need to find the Harbinger. Do you know how we can identify them?
First things first, they'll be corrupted by the Dark Tide. But the signs aren't always so visible. We'll have to look for associated side effects, and prepare for what they might bring. We've entered Thessalio Fells. I can already sense the Tidespawn up ahead.
That's a Thessalia member. We need to help him. Leave it to me.
Ah, it's Rover. Take the Sentinel.
What happened here?
Dark Tide creation swarmed without warning. We were overrun before we could... Thank you. Lady Cantarella is still on the front lines fighting. Would you please help to reinforce her position?
It's too late, my lady. My mind can't be... I only beg. Don't let me die. I see it. The end times. Paradise. Descending at last.
Rover. Huh? She is. Why are you with her?
The Physalia bloodline's ties with Leviathan run too deep. Their ancient fears were the first to be awakened. This is the true horror of the evolved Dark Tide. It feeds on human despair, warping that frequency to form Tidespawn. Your family's antidote can still cure those lightly infected. But for those whose corruption runs deep, like him, their frequencies cannot be reversed. All we can offer is the dignity of dying as a human.
My lady.
Matriarch of Physalia, I understand the cruelty of such a choice. If you cannot strike the final blow, allow me.
Physalia blood must be ended by Physalia hands.
Thank you. May glory return to the Physalians.
The dead rest. The living march forward. The Physalia will never forget its fallen sons and daughters. Cartathea remains secure in the Physalia estate. But the divinity's statue began whispering in our minds. Then came the Tidespawn soon after. It was Leviathan's voice. Something has awakened it.
It's very likely Avidius. Right now, everything is riding on us finding him.
That Septimontian gladiator. Our scouts saw him advancing into the depths of Thessalio Fell.
Lady Cantarella! Rover! Reinforcements have arrived! Thessalio Fells. It's already... Attention! Deploy all acolytes to set up temporary resonance beacons. Scattering the light of Genesis will hold back the Tidespawn.
Acolyte Phoebe, a cluster of Tidespawn is marching towards the depths of Thessalio Fells.
Rover, Avidius is our mission.
I'll use my forte to defuse the family's antidote. It should help to mitigate the dark tides.
We'll triage the wounded and fortify this position. The Order's acolytes will clear a path for you.
Whether the Sentinel comes or not, we are their will made flesh. We protect Rinasita.
O light of Genesis, shield us! As we were at the dawn, so we stand today, as the Sentinel soldiers.
The Order's acolytes are holding off the other Tidespawn. This is our chance to go straight for the source. Let's settle the score! More bullets for you! Behave now.
It's you. Forgive me that you have to see me like this. When the civilization capsule opened, I was dragged inside. A black frequency took hold of me, swallowed me whole. I saw Rinasita's beginnings and the memories of so many of its people. I saw him too. Caligula. His face was like mine. He was my past and the...
Leviathan used the Dark Tide's frequency to force those memories into him.
Yes. I once said that I would write my own story, define my own existence. But after I left that space, I suddenly felt the Tidespawn's movements. They were converging on Thessalia Fells. I still wanted to do... But once again, I stepped blindly into the churning river of chaos. The Thessalia's oldest memories awoke ahead of time. Because of me. Countless Tidespawn emerged in my wake. I tried to drive them back, but I overestimated myself and was corrupted by them. My hopes and dreams, all of it was real, so why? Why did it all... From Septimont to Raguna, the blame lies with me. Perhaps this is the fate I could never outrun. Caligula's fate. It's calling to me.
Damn it. His mind is being consumed by Caligula's memories.
This is the role fate wrote for me. Fate decrees I become the Mad King. So why? Why should I reject its crown? I am the one who glimpsed fate itself. And now... But who can truly know the mind of fate? That is why I will become it. I will wear its face. That foolish divine mask. I am the king. Bearer of extraordinary power, risen from the dark tides. I shall quiet the waters, and still I shall be crowned in glory.
Avidius.
Unwritten one, I have no need for your pity. From the deepest dark, I rise against your purest light. Let us see which is worthy of a true ruler.
If you believe he was once an honorable gladiator, then fight him. Make him remember who he truly is.
I can write my own fate and rewrite theirs. I can quench their hunger or ignite their fury. I will tear down this false world and ride the only truth that endures for eternity. Death. I once scorned the weakness of others. Now I see. My own heart trembles just the same. How pitiful.
His attacks are slowing.
His will is stirring within the dark side. Don't let up! Your memories, your emotions, they weren't all lies. Reach for them. Find what was your truth. Explode.
To hell with you!
I'll show you.
The gates of hell!
Wind calls, waves follow. Wind rises.
Speak of the devil.
Phidias, remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become.
I am human. Not one of these monsters. This will be my final glory.
Phidias, remember who you are. Remember the man you wanted to become.
Fate lies within the dark tide. Wield the dark tide's power. And come back to us.
I am nothing like you. Must be a way. That girl, was she devoured by the tide too?
Wait! If you keep going, the dark tide will swallow you completely!
The dark tide devours everything, assimilates everything. If I can't escape it, then I'll use it. It's already flowing inside of me. So why can't I turn it against them? Why can't I? These false frequencies need me to survive. Then I'll show. Fate. It may be loud, but I don't.
Memory left behind in the dark tide. She's right. In this warring, I still have a move to make. I want it to be a story that gives people hope. By my spear, I vow to protect my allies and crush the hearts of the evil. I will absorb all of the Tidespawn. Kill me and the calamity ends here.
Phidias!
There's no time!
Discord Slayer, I saw your past in the tide. I know what you seek to do. Take my power and finish it. That too is my wish.
I promise I will. Give me all your bitterness. We will make them pay.
Pathetic as he was, in his final moments, he outran his fate. Now, why greet our reunion with animosity? Before the tides of fate, we are all but players on a stage. A truly moving scene. A pitiful, doomed soul's... Alas, his script was written long ago. In this scene, he was always fated to exit. A lie told often enough becomes the truth. Weave memory, history, experience. But to become truly real, that path was still far off. I merely gave him form, a mask of flesh and blood, fit to walk the world. In the end, the breath that could give him life was his alone. Oh, a being born of lies, grasping for meaning in a world that offers none. Such a pursuit demands the courage to question the meaning of one's existence, yes. It demands pain. Did you not see? I did. His humanity is fate's plaything. I simply showed them the strings. I lit the fire, the hunger that might ignite their free will. Through contradictions and conflicts, pain brings metamorphosis. Tragedy breeds transcendence. Only then may a soul rise beyond itself. Should you still insist on my cruelty, well, high praise indeed. At the very least, it proves this story has stirred your pity and fervor. That alone earns you the right to read through to the final act. Go then, to Septimont. The curtain is drawing. There I shall rewrite Renacita's fate, with the dark tide as my ink. Will you suffer in silence beneath fate's poisoned arrows? Or rise to defy this...
You brought ruin to Renacita. You think you're just walking away?
Ah, my stage lies elsewhere. In this scene, I am but a herald. But since you're so eager, I'll leave you with one final clue. I've never had much fondness for The dark tide has already tainted the civilization capsule. It no longer requires the Threnodian's authority to be opened. Just a single drop of the tide's nectar will suffice. So tell me, how could an existence born of the dark tide ever serve as its anchor of reality? Be forewarned. When dark waters recede, the truth beneath the surface.
Harbinger of the Dark Tide is the anchor of reality of all Tidespawn. That means it must be a real, existing person. When I was absorbing the Tidespawn, I felt it. Avidius was also born of the Dark Tide.
Then, why didn't the Light of Imperator reveal his true form?
Because his intentions and words were real. He may not have shone as brightly as the sun, but in walking beneath its light, he still caught its glow. And that unshakable resolve not to become a pawn of the darkness, even unto death, that created his own truth. That's why he played right into the Quillbearer's hands. A scapegoat, the perfect sacrifice to bury the truth. All his noble wishes were twisted. Such cruel irony can rot for all I care.
Avidius shouldn't have had to bear such a fate. I will carry on his fight. I'll keep writing the story he believed in. The story that gives people hope.
Yes. As he wished. We must stop the greater tragedy that's coming. Let's return to Cantarella and check on the wounded. If Avidius wasn't the Harbinger, that means... The Tidespawn had fully retreated. The situation around Thessalio fell.
I'm so scared. Oh, it's you! Cantarella told me stories about you. She said you're just like the heroes in the adventure tales. But you can't save everyone.
Don't go. Don't leave. Don't abandon us.
Cardathia?
salvation. Mortals need unity. Righteous One, open the Ascendant Gates for me.
This world doesn't belong to you, Leviathan. Chimera! How are you feeling, Rover?
Stand down. I said, stand down. Fall back.
But, Lady Cantarella...
Enough. I told you to stand down. You've withstood the whispers before. Will you forget your loyalty to your comrades in the...
I'm sorry, Lady Cantarella and Rover, we...
Leviathan is a master at finding the cracks in one's spirit to tear it asunder. Go do what you must. I'll handle.
Certain emotions between you and the others resonated. Your tacit mark opened a portal, pulling you into another illusion. That portal fed on your presence to spread malice and fear. But before it could fully take shape...
I saw Fenrico, Mia, and Cardathea. They all passed through that gate.
That's the realm Leviathan created. The journeying paradise. Avidius was Cristoforo's decoy. He planted that decoy in Septimon for years. When the waters recede, the truth shall come to light. Rover, you are the new harbinger of the Dark Tide.
Cantarella went inside to prepare that antidote. She should be finished now. Time to find her.
This is the family antidote, made to suppress Leviathan's spiritual corruption. Take it now. As long as we can identify the problem, there's a way to fight back. You carry the Sentinel's power within you. That's keeping the corruption at bay for now. I've learned about Leviathan's current state from Galbrenna. The Thessalians have resisted the Threnodian for a century. It's whispered.
Leviathan needs a harbinger with enough influence to spread its gospel. You're the laureate of Raguna and the hero of heroes in Septimont. Your path overlaps with Avidius. The Tidespawn are shaped by the harbinger's thoughts and memories. Neither the Thundering Mephis nor the
You once said the harbinger had to be corrupted by the Dark Tide. But I still don't show any signs of corruption.
I suspect the one corrupted might not be you.
The dark tide, huh? I ate some back at the hunting grounds.
Abby does carry the dark tides.
Abby must have absorbed many other frequencies. So while the dark tide's frequency lay in wait, it was masked by the others. It makes sense. You two share life and energy. As the primary in this bond, your frequency has been overriding Abby's. Leviathan planned for this.
Rover? Did I do something wrong?
We made a call when it mattered. I asked you to absorb the dark tide.
I see. Well, I can go hungry, if I have to. But you...
The real threat is Leviathan. If we want to end this for good.
From what I know, Leviathan manifests its kingdom by flooding Renacita with the dark tide. But we've already secured Raguna and Septimont. The Fabricatorium and the hunting grounds are both stabilized.
Everything you've done has slowed down or maybe even sealed off some of its pathways. That's why Leviathan is resorting to its final plan. This so-called divinity is more devious than humanity realizes. The paradise you saw is not of this world. It stands with Matriarch of Physalia. You have guarded this truth for over a century. Now, we need...
I couldn't see the truth until the Threnodians' whispers finally quieted. Only then did those ancient records, once twisted beyond recognition. Leviathan was born from the shadows in our hearts, from our longing to connect and belong. It took the shape of a sea creature. It used faith to spread a spiritual plague. All the while, it has been feeding on our pains. Fear, despair, sorrow. Our ancestors believed Leviathan survived by absorbing these emotions. Little by little, they said the dark tide is that subconscious made real. An ocean of shared trauma. That's why they called Leviathan the Master of the Deep.
I heard them. All those voices in the dark tide. And before I touched the gate...
The stronger the conflict, the deeper the emotion it stirs. That's why the playwright kept forcing Renacita into conflict. Every tragedy, every struggle, the end times are drawing near. Leviathan may have drawn from these subconscious beliefs, aligning with those desires to fabricate a false future and afterlife within the dark tide.
If that's true, once the people's belief in the end times reaches its zenith, their consciousness will align entirely with Leviathan's vision.
Its power of assimilation will grow stronger, until the line between imagination and reality vanishes. The journeying paradise will descend upon the world when it does. Every soul in Renacita will be unified under its control. No thoughts, no will. You saw it in the illusion. It cast aside the Sentinel's form and took on Cartetius. That means the first step in her... Leviathan is still watching the real world. Because of the mark of the dark tide, it can read your thoughts. So for now, we can't share the full plan with you. But you must have sensed it by now. Your connection with Renacita runs deeper than I, or even you, ever imagined. You're not just the harbinger of despair. You've become a... So go. Gather every last flicker of it. This is a hunt, yes. But it's also more than that. It's a war. To take Leviathan down, our belief has to be unshakable. If there's doubt in your heart, then stop. For now, the dark tide in Raguna is under control. And I think I figured out what it plans to do next. Before the bells of paradise ring, I'll buy you time. When you're ready, just like the playwright said, when the moment comes, everything, fiction and reality, past and future,
Checkmate.
Keep moving. Stay in line and follow instructions. No dawdling. I promise, we will return soon. Well, well. Is that you, Unwritten One? So you did decide to grace us after all. Thought maybe you'd forgotten about us. Did you come straight from Raguna?
I did. Has it begun here too? I see you're starting evacuations.
An unannounced high tide. But that term doesn't even begin to cover it. No signs, no patterns. The dark tide's spawn are surfacing at random, even outside the city of Septimont. It doesn't make sense. The Earthrend Wedge is still holding back the dark tide at its depths. At any rate, Augusta's already led a team to the Sanguis Plateaus to investigate. As for me, I'm helping out here. Someone has to stop the panic from turning into a stampede.
It's not just Septimont. Raguna has been hit too.
I see. Raguna too. And Ovidius. He never bent a knee, never played by the rules. Why is it that fate always... I'm just a helpful, ordinary person now, helping the temple with the evacuation. No more restraints from the Tetragon, no prophecies. I admit, I've never felt freer. It's just... The last prophecy ended with, the dark tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. After that, nothing. And with this abnormal dark tide behavior, people are starting to fear the end is upon us. Nice thought. If only more people shared your hope. But in the face of something this vast and unknown, fear is only human. We can't blame them for trembling. Aquila, any word? The dark tide has been spotted at the Three Heroes' Crest. Bad. It's the highest point in the Sanguis Plateaus, well beyond the Blight Cloud's reach. The dark tide has never touched it before. They call it the Three Heroes' Crest for the three heroes of heroes who once stood there. Many believe their blessing has kept it one of the few sacred places the dark tide cannot reach, if even that place isn't safe. But Septimont?
Worry not, Honored One. The Senate will oversee the evacuation. Please, go assist the Ephor. We may lack your strength, but we will not stand idle.
We were born in Septimont. Resistance runs in our blood, and we were raised beneath the shining legacy of heroes.
We're counting on you, Honored One.
I hate to admit it, but the current Senate's grown a backbone. Cowards wouldn't last long working under Augusta anyway. Come on, Rover. Let's find her.
Traces of the dark tide are everywhere.
The tide spawn always shows up where we least expect them, and never slow down. Our warriors are stretched thin just trying to hold the Even though the common echoes here don't depend on the Genesis Nexus, they're still breaking down due to the dark tide's corruption. Don't wear that face. These are Septimon's warriors. They don't fall easy. There! The three heroes' crest. Looks like they just finished a battle. Let's pick up the pace. You fought beside Augusta before, and you once led the battle to defeat the Sovereign. Your presence will rally them.
Look! It's Rover! The Honorable One!
My fellow warrior, you came! Feels like just yesterday we were fighting side by side in the Colosseum. And now look at you! Hero of heroes and all. Didn't see that coming.
Rover, your arrival is appreciated.
Oh, let me introduce you. Augusta, this is...
You know. We know each other. Recover.
Never mind that. Didn't I say before, never underestimate my charm?
It is strange. From the moment we met, it felt like we were cut from the same cloth. Like we'd known each other before. She might seem unmoored, but when the storm hits, she holds fast.
All right then, Augusta. What's the situation?
Theoretically, the dark tide flows here from the blight cloud above the plateaus. High tides have always followed its movements. But this time, nothing. No blight cloud anomalies. No frequency fluctuations near the Three Heroes' crest. We always knew the Earthrend Wedge was a stopgap as we continued to search for a permanent solution. But this eruption without warning defies everything we thought. We repelled the first wave and set up an... Have you discovered anything?
What? But... I thought the Sovereign's death would sever the root cause of the Paradise's descent. But Leviathan's rebirth... This is a whole new thread of fate.
The Fraxidos. Always scheming in shadow. Its wicked ambitions know no end.
Your Excellency, another outbreak. Tide spot.
Leviathan won't spare us any time to breathe. It's been too long since we stood shoulder to shoulder in battle.
Warriors! The battle horns sound once again! Let those who defy Septimont tremble at our fury and fall before our valor!